What's up, everybody? In today's pickups video, I have a few garage sale finds to show you. Then I'll announce the winner of the weekly random game giveaway. And at the end of the video, I did a couple of trades with some people and one large pickup from a friend. First with the garage sale stuff. I didn't really get a lot of garage sales today because I didn't wake up till about 11:30. I had a couple pre-planned purchases that I was going to do, so I kind of already knew that money was going to be spent at these two places. When I went to those couple places to get the pickups, I dropped by a couple garage sales on the way. So the only thing I found like randomly at a garage sale today was Mario Party 8 and New Super Mario Bros. $5 each. This one is fairly scratched up. I haven't tested it to see if it works yet. This one is fine. It looks like it's in really good shape. But for $5 a piece, whatever. Then that was on my way to the first pickup, which that was an N64 with two controllers, just a gray and then a Yobo GameWare blue controller. The system does have an expansion pack. Hold on a second. I got crap all over my lap. Here we go. System does have an expansion pack in there. And then one game, but a good one, Mario Kart 64. Little funny story about this. This woman is a lady who throws gigantic garage sales a couple times a year. About a month or so ago, maybe 2 months ago, I picked up a bunch of like Pokemon games and some systems. Showed it in a garage sale video. This 64, I actually missed at a garage sale that she got to maybe 10 minutes before me. And this was a while back. This was back in the summertime. We both were, she went to the garage sale, bought the stuff. I came up right after she left, asked if they had any games. And they're like, sorry, we just sold them literally a few minutes ago. It was like an older Nintendo thing, and they didn't know what they had. So then when we got to the next garage sale, I was actually garage selling with my friend Frank that day. When we got to the next garage sale, she had the 64 with, I think it had like 3 or 4 controllers, 6 or 7 games. She sold me the extra controllers and all the other games except for Mario Kart because she said she actually wanted to play that, but when she got tired of it, she'd sell it to me. So there you go. She did. And that wasn't all. There was that, and then a slim PS2 with 2 controllers, power cable. There's the system down in there. All of it was $30. So very good deal. She knows, like, she has a little bit of eBay selling, but mainly she just does like the garage sale stuff. So she knows that like Mario Kart on eBay is like a $40 game. So she definitely cuts me a good deal, knowing what she technically could get for it online. So I thank you very much. Then the other purchase was, I think this might be the first PS4 games that I have gotten in the sense for sale or trade now. At least I can't remember any other ones. I've had a couple Xbox One games, but I think this is the first PS4. This is the same guy that I bought the Collector's Edition Xbox One, the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare one. That was only a few weeks ago. And apparently he is heading off to Japan, so he's getting rid of a lot of stuff. So for $65, I bought Dragon Age Inquisition, Grand Theft Auto 5, and then for the PS3, a copy of Destiny. So $22 roughly or so a piece, a little less than $22 a piece on those. Thought that was a pretty decent deal, seeing as they're all still $60 titles, brand new. And then I guess, well, oh no, wait, there was one more. This is a pawn shop find, though, not a garage sale. For $3, I bought Dead Space, and I actually bought a blue PSP at the same time. And my total, I think, was like $45, $44. So it was like $40 for the PSP, $3 for this, plus the tax or whatever. And I was all happy because PSP has to be the system that I have the least amount of colors for, like in my collection. So I was like, oh, cool, I don't have the blue one. It looked like in really nice shape. I didn't happen to realize that there was a couple pieces of Scotch tape. And I thought they were on there holding on like to their price sticker that they had, like a piece of cardboard or paper that had a price written on it. I was wrong. When I got home and I took the tape off, unfortunately it was holding on the battery door cover. And the 2 little pegs on it were broken, the little clip piece was broken. So they had a return policy where, you know, I could bring it back and just get my money back. he actually, the guy at the store was actually kind of saying, I don't remember seeing this tape on here. And I'm like, well, I mean, I bought it like 45 minutes ago. I wouldn't go home, break it, tape it up, and then bring it back to you taped. So I'm like, it had the tape on it. It's Scotch tape, so it's see-through. Maybe you just didn't notice it, but sorry. So he gave me his money back. He didn't really say, like, you know, did you do this or did you break it? I'm just like, I wanted it for my collection, you know, and I was wanting it in, like, you know, pristine shape, or as close to, you know, pristine shape as I can get at a pawn shop. So I think he understood after that. So bummer, I'm still looking for a blue PSP now. On to the winner of this week's game giveaway. I would like to find the kitten. She's in the kitchen, so I'll be right back. The kitten has not been a part of the giveaway drum roll for many weeks, and I wanted to show you guys just how big she's got. Look at this little fat thing. This is Contra, if you've never seen her before. So you're going to help me out, ready? Alright, so the winner of the random game giveaway for this week is Paradox Dre. Congratulations. Please send me a personal message with your shipping information and let me know what system you want your random game to be for. And as always, there's a giveaway this week as well. All you have to do is be subscribed to the channel, thumbs up the video, and leave a comment down below. Comment can be about whatever. What did you get this week? How about for the suggestion for the comment this week, if you'd rather have aliens exist or ghosts exist, like for sure, like they were for real, which one would you pick? Anyways, so just be subscribed, thumbs up the video, leave a comment down below, and you have a chance at winning a random game for the system of your choice. Now on to the other pickups for this week. I did a trade with a guy named Wayne who lives in the UK. This has been underway for over a month now, since the last sale and trade video I did. He saw that I was looking for a decent amount of PAL exclusive games, or at least games that only came out like in Europe and Japan. They never made it here. And he said that he could get his hands on quite a few of them, and he'd be interested in doing a trade. He was mainly interested in PS1 and PS2 RPGs. So he definitely did a great job. I ended up getting 5 games from him. 4 were a part of the trade. 1 was just a thrown-in surprise. So again, thank you very much, Wayne. We have a sealed copy of Dragon Blaze on the PS2, a shmup. Actually, all of these are either shmups or like run-and-gun style shooters. We have Darius 2 on the Sega Saturn, and this is in really nice shape. It's really hard to get the PAL Saturn games in good shape because their paper covering on the box like this has no protection to it, so a lot of times they're all scuffed up and beat up or falling off completely. And then these boxes are only held together by like the paper itself. It's a piece of plastic on the front, glued to the front side, a piece of plastic on the back. So they're very, very fragile cases. So I was really happy that he was able to get that one in good shape. A really nice condition copy of Parodius on the Nintendo. They did a Nintendo, a Super Nintendo, a Game Boy, and a Sega Saturn version in PAL territories. I have all of them except for the Game Boy one now, which seems to be pretty hard to track down. And then 2 PlayStation games. We have, this was a really cool, and this is the one I wanted the most out of all of these. Rapid Reload on the PlayStation, and again, complete in really nice shape. And then CT Special Forces, and this was the surprise game I didn't know he was sending. Apparently they were sort of like budget titles when they came out in Europe, and there's at least a few of these from what I've been told. And I think in America they did one on the Game Boy Advance, but that was just a throw-in, so that's awesome. Again, it's like a run-and-gun, side-scrolling shooter. Thank you very much, man. The games he was getting included the Xenosaga trilogy on the PlayStation 2, Legend of Mana, Oakage, and then there was a couple more, I believe. So I'm floored because to actually get a trade to happen in the UK with, you know, getting the games in good shape. I haven't had the best luck in the past of getting games from Europe, mainly trying to buy them off of like eBay and stuff. I've had a lot of condition issues or problems where the wrong game was shipped, and it's hard to do returns and, you know, anything like that because shipping is so damn expensive. So I thank him very much. That was an awesome trade, and I'm very, very happy with everything. And then this was just a gift from one of my wife, one of Katie's co-workers at the zoo, they gave us their old PS2 with some games. The games included one PS1 title, which is actually one I did not own, because every time I find Pac-Man World, it's always the greatest hits version. So, hey, I found a Black Label version for free, so I'm going to definitely hang on to that. Then the other games, the best one in here would be, in the octopus of cables, Jesus, the best one in here would be Star Wars Battlefront 2. Then we have a disc-only copy of Star Wars Bounty Hunter, The Punisher, and a disc-only copy of Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Like I said, the PS2 is a slim model, has a memory card in here. There were 2 controllers. What the hell? There's some leaves in this box in here, and a book for Florida's Fabulous Canoe and Kayak Trail Guide. So I think that's the winner. That's the prize in this box. I'll leave that out of there for now. Then, let's see. I think that is it for like other trades or other pickups, besides the big one from my friend Carlos. And I guess I'll just jump into that. So I had some stuff for him that I've been holding for a pretty long time. And he's been building up a good lot of games to trade and sort of knock down the cost of what he had, and then make it a little bit easier for me so I don't have to pay as much cash to him. So the mixture of stuff here is great. It includes some sealed items, which I guess I'll just show the sealed stuff first. We have Castlevania Portrait of Ruin sealed on the DS. Phantasy Star Zero sealed, which this game is kind of hard to, well, I wouldn't say hard to come by, but to get a complete in-box copy, it's up there in price. I mean, it's about what it would have been brand new when it came out, I would say, in that like $25 range, $25, $30. Then we have Metroid Prime 2 Echoes sealed, and Resident Evil Code Veronica X sealed. This had a price sticker. You can kind of see where it's a little wrinkly on the plastic there. It had a price sticker up there that was like fortified. It was a price sticker with a metal or a foil background, had a foil backing to it. There you go. And it was in layers and all types of like strips and shit, so it was a pain in the ass to get off there. But I like to have things as in clean and like new condition as I can, so I removed that sticker and didn't cause any damage, didn't rip it or anything like that. Then there was also a sealed Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Dawn of Souls on the Game Boy Advance. I think that was it for sealed stuff. Then we have Final Fantasy Tactics Advance complete in the box. This was just a box and manual, but I had the game for it. Advance Wars 2 Black Hole Rising. We have, I'll save that for last because that's probably one of the coolest things in here for sure. A fat PS2 for Aaron. Not even sure if it actually, well, I know it powers on, but didn't test a disc in it. It doesn't really matter. Then there was a slim PS2, which this one I know for sure does not work. That'll also just go to Aaron. Aaron is getting, 4 PS2s this week. I already let him know, so he knows they're coming. So he's actually trying to plan a trip to Disney World. He's going to take Laurel to Disney World, and they are going, I think, next weekend. So he's actually not going to be at the flea market for next week. And he's trying to get up, enough cash to go. So these PS2s will be a part of that. He'll send them off to California and get paid for them pretty quick. We have, this was something I've been looking for my collection. I've had a gold controller for a while, but I've been in need of the Gold 64. It is not in perfect shape, which he told me. It had some scuffs and dings on it. The worst being like a scratch right on the backside, which you probably can't even see. But I actually might be able to clean it up even a little bit better than it is. But still, I'm happy with it. I mean, I've mentioned in the past trying to get gold controllers, gold cart games, accessories, whatever, in really good shape. It's really hard because the paint they use can easily get scratched, or on like the Majora's Mask carts and Pokemon Stadium to, I forgot what the actual technical term is, but it's the same thing that happens with like some action figures where the like gold paint and the plastic they use at the time cracks over time and is really brittle. It like ages poorly. Someone in the comments, I'm sure, will mention what the actual like term that they use for like the toys and stuff. But then I don't have this color either, so I'm hanging on to this. It's the blue Midnight Blue DSi XL. Just need a stylus, but I'm 99% sure the stylus that came with that was just a black stylus, so that would not be hard to track down at all. We have, where is it? Oh, there it is. Here's a part of it, at least. It is a black DSi, but currently it is taken apart because I am trying to repair the right bumper on it. It's actually a fairly easy repair most of the time. It's the bumper gets a little like corrosion or gunk or whatever on it, and it'll stop registering. So you dip the little piece into a little bit of rubbing alcohol, push the button a few times, kind of get it in there, and it normally makes it work, just fine. So I'm currently in the process of trying to get that to function correctly. We have, with that gold 64, like I said, I already had a controller. When he got the 64, it didn't come with a gold one, so he threw, I think this is the one that actually came with it, a see-through atomic purple controller. There's a platinum GameCube in there, and I'll try to go through these fairly fast because there's quite a few things left here. Pokemon Blue saves, Sapphire, the clock battery's dead, but obviously still plays, and then 2 copies. Oh, I just threw it and then hit the cat in the head. Sorry, kitty cat. Fire Red, 2 copies of that. Pokemon Black, Pearl, both of those are complete. Pretty much, it's a disc and front cover art only copy of Wind Waker. Obviously, front cover art has seen better days there, but the disc is fine. Then we have a pretty decent condition, like screen-wise, of Game Boy Advance SP, a black one. Not the 101 model, just the original, with the non-brighter screen. And then a bunch of 64 games, which I'm going to go through these. Banjo-Tooie, Banjo-Kazooie, Smash Bros., Tony Hawk Pro Skater, that one's sort of an oddball there. NBA Courtside, WCW NWO Revenge. The bulk of this deal was in 64 stuff. Donkey Kong 64, Mario Kart 64, Mario Party, Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, Rogue Squadron, Wave Race 64, Blitz. You can see why I didn't go massively garage selling today, because I had already kind of spent, or had a good amount of money spent for the week. And, I'm always afraid. It's like, well, I picked up a lot of things. I could still go out and maybe find more, find a great deal, but what if I find something that's like, $100, $200 that it's an okay deal, but I really didn't want to blow the money on. I was able to sleep in and not have to worry about that this morning, at least. Star Fox 64, Pokemon Stadium, 2 copies of Mario 64, and the last little stack is F-Zero X, Glover, Turok, and Mickey's Speedway USA. Then there's one more item. Now, everything here I got was pretty much half of what it would sell for online. That's sort of how we've done the pricing in the past. So he definitely gives me a good deal. A couple of the items, though, were a little bit more because he obviously knows that, either they're very rare or very sought after. So this was one of them. He still gave me a good deal on it, but a complete in box Super Mario Bros. Game & Watch. The box is in really, really nice shape. The inserts, like the styrofoam insert is in there. I might as well just take it out and show you. Why not? Instead of just saying it. And then the system is in really good shape. He got this at a garage sale. He doesn't really go garage selling that often, he says, anymore. But he just happened to see this one sale, swung in, asked, hey, do you have any video game stuff? And they said something like, well, we got a little old Nintendo handheld. he's thinking, okay, Game Boy Color, something like that. And they bring this out, and he's like, what the fuck? I don't remember the exact price, but it was somewhere like $5. $3, $5, something really, really low. Here's the paperwork in there. It even has, I thought this was pretty interesting, it even still has the stickers to place over the battery door on there to keep it says to keep babies from opening it and eating the batteries. And then the receipt from the Toys R Us where they bought it for it was $22.99, and Jeffrey the giraffe says thank you. That's what the receipt says. So the system, hold on, I'll show you that in a second. That's in its little plastic baggie as well. It's in very, very nice shape. Nothing wrong with it. I tested it out. He hadn't tested it out yet because he didn't have the batteries for it. But he said, you know, when you get it tested out, let me know if everything's good with it. And it played just fine. So I think that is it. Luckily, that wasn't the system. That was just the plastic holder. One final thing I want to show you is just a game I bought at GameStop. But I was surprised to see that they made a physical release of it. It is Stick It to the Man. It's only $20 brand new. And it's just one of those games where I can see it in a few years being kind of hard to track down, maybe like double or even triple its price. It is just a bizarre, odd game. If you like that kind of stuff, I'll just read you the back real quick so you get an idea of what it is. It says, pity poor Ray, a bizarre accident renders him unconscious, and when he wakes up, he is horrified to find a giant pink spaghetti arm sticking out of his brain. Can you help get Ray out of a sticky situation? And then in the game, you can change the world with stickers. Ordinary objects can help do extraordinary things. You can read minds. It's a pretty funny game. And then the dialogue is written by Ryan North, who does like the dinosaur comics and Adventure Time. So if you're a fan of Adventure Time, maybe you'll dig like the story of this. Again, just a really oddball game. And they sent us one copy. I bought the one copy we had. I can see them maybe sending the store like 1 or 2 more copies before they don't ship anymore. It's one of those games where they're only going to send enough, to see if it sells, and then they're not going to replenish it, if it's sitting on the shelf. So maybe go grab it. It's only $20, and who knows, it might be one of those harder to find in the PS4 library down the road. So that's it. Thank you for watching, as always. Enter the random game giveaway. Be subscribed, thumbs up the video, leave a comment down below, and I will talk to you all later. Peace!